I am so happy and pleased to have with us on today our very own, very special guest that's here. Um, this lady has, wow, she has a wonderful resume, and we're going to, we got a promo on her. I wanted y'all to hear that promo about our toy drive because, listen, let me say something, folks. Most of us and most people that I know are, y'all forgive me because I'm having some issues I'm getting me a new laptop. That's what I got to do. So y'all pray for me. Santa Claus come to my house and help a brother out. Thank you very much, everybody. We have Brother Lee. I said what I said. Good morning to both of you. Good morning to you. Are y'all
Good
there?
morning.
All right,
Yeah,
y'all
good
come on.
morning, James. Good morning, everybody.
All right, now, all right. What up, Miss Brother Lee? What's going on with you, man?
Great day. Great day, everybody.
Great day, great day. Our special guest that we have here is really wonderful, and I wanted to give her enough time on the air to be able to be able to communicate with us here. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm trying to get her promo here together. I'm thumbs right now, not really. But this is a great. I'm really pleased that we have Miss Kitty Cat here with us. She's in studio with us. We're gonna stand by for a second. We're just going to play her promo right quick, and we're gonna look at what she's going to bring to us, and then we're gonna bring her on after our commercial break. Listen, I want to go to break right now, and I'm going to give DJ Kitty Cat enough opportunity to be able to speak to us and that we can get our questions and get some real good information. You're listening to WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. This is the Mack Man Morning Show. I'm James Mack. I am your host. I'll be right back after these wonderful messages.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on left, you know. Get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Okay, the great and powerful Oz ain't coming right now. I don't know what somebody's messing with my controls. I'm not gonna have it this morning. Behave. Let me handle the controls, folks. I got it. All right. Listen, uh, I'm going to play her promo, and we're going to have DJ Kitty Cat come up right quick. You're listening to WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. Please mute your mics if you can. I heard something in the background. Here we go, folks.
Some call her a visionary. Some call her a motivator. Some call her a compassionate social reformer who is using her platform to uplift and inspire. CEO of Ourplugs LLC, DJ Kitty Cat, will be appearing on the Mack Man Morning Show this Thursday. Make sure you tune in.
Good morning to everybody. Please stand by. Apparently, we're having some technical
All right,
difficulties.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Some. I got. Okay, I'm good. This is WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. We had a technical problem. I don't know where, but let me get back to what I was saying. Once you already heard the promo, this is a wonderful opportunity that we have here at the Mac Man Morning Show to do what we do. Y'all don't worry about the gremlins. They come and it's cold, so they might be coming in to try to tear up something, but we got them. This wonderful person that we have, I spoke to many, many times, our business manager, Yvonne Moore, discovered this wonderful young lady. And she said to me, she called me one day and she said, James, you got to get her on the show. I said, who you talking about? She said, DJ Kitty Cat. I said, who is that? Not in the bad way. I never heard. I said, well, she gonna come on and play music or what have you? I'm sure she gonna explain how her name is. But I said, what? And she said, no, James, she's got a business and who. And once she got through with me and laid it out to me, I said, well, okay, we'll set up a meeting. We're gonna talk. When we had the initial conversation, I was sold already. I was ready to put her on then. I said, let's go on tonight. But I gave her an opportunity to be able to come on. It's a wonderful opportunity to have the founder, the owner, the creator of Our Plugs LLC, the minority owned business directory. I'd like to welcome to the Macman Morning Show our new dear friend, and hopefully we're gonna make sure we're gonna see how things go. That's what she told me. She said we'll see how things go. Miss DJ Kitty Cat. Miss DJ Kitty Cat, where are you? Can you say hello to us this morning?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr.
Good
Mack.
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
What I said.
Yeah.
I'm over here just smiling from ear to ear. You give such a wonderful introduction, and
Well,
I am so thankful for my good sister, Miss Yvonne Moore, for reaching out to me and connecting me with this wonderful media station. And I'm excited to see what we've got planned and where 2025 will take us.
Well,
Um,
2025 is going to take us to higher heights and
but
deeper depths. Hey, Penelope, I wanted to say something to some people real quick. DJ Kitty, Penelope is here, y'all. Y'all know she's been gone in the bushes, but she has new adventures that she goes on, and we're just happy to have her. Hey, Alex. Hey, everybody here. Yvonne is here too. Go ahead, DJ Kitty Cat, and tell us about you and continue with what you were saying.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
So first, DJ Kitty Cat came from that's my alter ego. Let's just say what it is. In
Oh,
another life, if I were blessed enough, I would have been an actual DJ. But life gives you what you get. So
yeah,
in my alter ego is DJ Kitty Cat, of course.
yeah.
Um, so years ago, let me just jump right into it. Years ago, I started Our Plugs. As you said, I'm a visionary, so I see things in the future. I know that sounds crazy, but we all have dreams. We all have visions of what we'd like to see happen. And I
Hmm.
saw back when the man that I choose not to mention, when he took office, how detrimental it was for us as a people to get us as a people united. I tried back then, but life is lifing and some circumstances. I lost my father, then I just recently lost my mother, and I shut down. I just, I'm human, and a part of me has been ripped away, and I don't have my backbone any longer, but I still have a strong family. I have my husband, and I have my children, and I have my village. So I'm gonna be okay. But at that time I just couldn't move forward. So
Oh,
I connected with some wonderful people on TikTok who've become family. And before, when I started our plugs, I was doing it independently. But with age comes wisdom. I realized that I don't know it all. So I
yeah,
have to build a team, you know? I have to build a team of people who know about nonprofits and knows about um, different businesses and knows about organizations and associations that can actually assist the community. Um, our plugs was created with one purpose. It's to make sure that Black and minority businesses and communities are connected. You know, we all know what has happened over the years that we were brought to this country, and we know what has happened as Black and African American people, how we've always fought our way through adversity. And somehow, whenever we were doing great, the devil comes in, just like the gremlin this morning trying to stop your show. The devil comes in and tries to strip it away.
Yeah, that's
And they've
kind of
done
unusual.
it.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta, but you know, you bounce back and we roll with the punches because we know how to navigate.
Yeah.
It's our gift. You know,
Well, let
even
me
though,
ask you. Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I stepped on you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
That's
ahead. No,
okay.
no, no, no.
I'm just saying,
No,
even
ma'am.
though we may not like what's happening, we know how to get around it. But go ahead, ask your question, Mr. Mack.
No, I apologize because I was doing two or three things at one time. You said something that's real interesting. Uh, can I call you DJ Kitty right quick? You're close. Well, DJ Kitty, listen. When building a team of people and everything, and I know that you have a great team of people that are associated with you with this great business that you have. Um, Tell us your beginnings on this. Tell us how this concept of our plugs came about, if you can.
So, sure. So the concept was this, you know, we are so busy putting our dollars back into a community, into a society that doesn't respect us. African
Yes.
Americans, we actually put back 1.7, 1.8 trillion with a T back into this economy. And what do we get for it? We get stepped on, we get ignored, we get a slap in the face November 5th. We are reminded that they really don't care. But I said to myself, and I said this years ago, if we were to stop giving to Macy's and Dillard's and all these big companies who really don't even want us in their stores because they follow us around as if we are the ones that's going to take something from them, if
Mhm.
we take those funds and we put it back into our communities, nothing can stop us. Before, we had cities and towns that were completely just us, Black people, African
Mhm.
American people. But what happened? We were burned out, drowned out. You guys know the story.
Yes.
Now, fortunately, we are on the air. Fortunately, technology has came into place, and we don't have to live in the same cities to support each other. We can live anywhere in the United States, and when you have a business in our directory, you can actually ship your products to anybody within the United States. You can buy what you need from anybody within the United States. We don't have to shop with them. We don't have to give them back our money. We give it to them just for them to give it to the
Whoever.
GO. You know,
Yes.
I almost
Yes.
had a Kamala Harris moment
You're all
right
right.
there.
You're all right. You're all right. Let me say this though. So you're saying, DJ Kitty, that if that in our day, the day that we're living in now, with e-commerce and with the broadband and the internet, you can actually have a business, get your materials that you need, and set up everything, including shipping and customer service and everything, with the technology that we have.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. The thing
Continue.
about it,
Continue.
the thing about it is each one of us, we all have a talent, whether it's cooking, whether it's sewing, whether it's making hair care or skincare products, whether it's uh, selling groceries, whatever it is that you do to make money. If you don't have your LLC and you're not actively a business owner right now, join Our Plugs, get a general membership, and that way, when you are ready, you can come on board. See, we look at it in fragments. So we have our businesses who we are supporting. We have our people who want to start businesses. We have we're in the process right now of putting together workshops and podcasts to show people how to get their LLCs, get their S corp, um, file their taxes, do everything the correct way. Good morning, Sharon. Do everything the correct way so that we don't run into issues with the IRS down the road.
Right.
Have those
Well,
workshops, have those focus groups. Go ahead, Mr. Matt.
no. I'm listening. I should have muted my mic while you were explaining. Continue, please.
Absolutely. So we have those businesses in our plugs, but we also are having uh, gaining traction with our associations and our organizations and our nonprofits. There are so many different organizations and nonprofits that we can benefit from, but until we know where they're at or how to reach those businesses and those entities, where do we go? You do a Google search, you don't know who you're dealing with when you're coming into our plugs. You should be assured, you will be assured that you're dealing with a minority, you're dealing with a Black or an African American person who has the wherewithal to deliver. We are building our unity back. You know, our society, and I hate to say this, but I have to say it. We have been conditioned and programmed to believe that Black people will never unify. We can't, oh, they can't unite. Why can't we? Why? Because they say so? Or is it because we're believing that? I choose not to believe it. I choose to believe that there are enough like minded individuals out here where we can pull each other up and help each other grow and not have that crab in the barrel mentality and help those that are coming behind us because I'm 54.
Yeah.
I don't have enough
Oh, you're not.
for
No,
you.
you're not 50. You ain't
Yes,
50.
I am. I'm
Y'all
54.
see
I'll
her
be
pit.
50.
Wait, I gotta stop you now because and we're gonna get a break in right here. This is our first break. We're gonna get you got all the time in the world. Listen, y'all know that TJ Kitty is not no. What did you say you were?
I am 54. I will be
I ain't
55.
going. I ain't going there. I ain't going there. Okay, all right. But we knew well. God bless you and continue to be who you are and do what you do to be who you are. And we're grateful. Listen, You're listening to WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. This is the Mac Man Morning Show. I'm James Mack. I'm your host. We have our panel along with our special guest. We have Brother Lee is here, and I said what I said is here. And we're going to come back. We're going to do some more talking and we're going to learn a little bit more about what our plugs is going to do for us and what it's going to do to help you. And we have our very special guest, DJ Kitty Cat is here. She's here, y'all. I try to tell y'all that she's here. And we want to say hello to everyone that's in our chat, everyone that's listening on WKRA. This is a treat for us because I was really excited to have her here. She's finally here, and we're going to treat her like royalty. And we know that the information that she's getting ready to share with us is going to be something that's going to be beneficial. We're going to go to our first break. We'll be right back. DJ Kitty Cat, just make yourself comfortable. We'll be right back. This is. And we're back on WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. This is the Magman Morning Show. Yes, I am. Always have been. James Mack. I'm your host of this, our wonderful opportunity to come to you each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. here on WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial and simulcast on YouTube. You can see us. We're here. We're here. We are here. If somebody's got a mic open, if you can close it for just a second, and now I appreciate it. Listen, I need your help. We're at the round. We're almost at the end of the line of my Christmas drive that we have, our toy drive that we have. This is the first annual Ida Mae McCrae holiday toy giveaway. You say, yes, I did. I named it after a woman that's 92 years old that has done tremendous work. She has inspired her community and she has a wonderful family, a mother of 12. I'm number 11 of that bunch. Yeah, that's my mama. And I just wanted to give her flowers while she's here. A lot of times we spend trillions, and I'm not going to say trillions. We spend a lot of money on stuff when people are gone, and when we buy balloons and different things. And I'm not knocking you for what you do, but I think you ought to show your love and your adoration to people while they are alive. And my mother's going to come and accompany me as we take care of our children. She's ready for it. She said, "You really named it after me?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I did." And I love you, Miss Ida. And I will always be grateful for what you planted and gave and taught and disciplined. Oh, she was nothing to play with. Um, but for everything and everything that you have said, I am grateful. And this is the least that I could do. And I'm pretty sure that all of us, if our parents, those of you all that have your parents, that if we can just have 5 or 10 minutes just to hear their voice or to talk with them, and God bless the spirits of all of our departed that are gone. Y'all gonna help me with this toy drive. I ain't gonna get mad or nothing because we're gonna reach our goal. Listen, these are first graders, and we just want to give them something. If you got 5, 10, whatever you have that you want to bless us to help even more, we wanted to give the whole school toys, but then we just couldn't see our way right quick. But I don't know what's going to happen. And with the Magman Morning Show going into its new season, yes, WKRA gave us a whole nother year, and we're grateful to them, Raven. I'm just so proud that you and honored that you gave us this opportunity in the first place. And look at where we are today. Brother Lee is here. I said what I said is here. And we have um, our wonderful guest, DJ Kitty Cat. Penelope is here. Now, I tried to tell you, I said, Penelope ain't going, where Penelope? He didn't bring Penelope. Penelope's right here with the Penelope. If you the best thing that anybody can do is Cash App us. We have our Cash App address or handle as what have you. That's down there. That's Mac Media 3, Mac Media 3. And you can give. And the name of the school is Quitman County Elementary School. Some people can. You can. I suggest that you get them to us so that we can prepare them. But if you want to deliver them, I might have to work that out somehow, Iman. I'm going to work it out. Come to me. Make sure you get me what I need. We're going to do a broadcast right there from the school, live and direct. They don't know we're coming, so we're going to upset the town. For one, Raven Archery is going to give us an opportunity to extend our broadcast on that day. And we're asking you to support us. Why am I emphasizing this? We give to everybody. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We give to everybody. The Red Kettles, they take care of their folks. Other charities and stuff. We're not a charity. We're just a radio show. We're trying to do what we do. But let me tell you something. $10 go a long way, especially with the folks I shop for. And it ain't gonna be nothing tacky. We got 17 girls and 17 boys that we're responsible for at this time. If we have anything left over, we're going to give it away. We're going to give it away. We might even get something for the teacher that called us and asked us to come and to support them. And we're grateful for that. Now I'm going to leave that alone. I'll be back in a minute. If I don't see nothing on the if ain't nobody did nothing, I'm gonna talk about y'all because I know y'all ain't gonna leave me hanging like this. Be good to somebody. You never know when your turn is going to come when you might need somebody. Most of the parents in the area of that school, they're doing the very best that they can. In Mississippi, we have what they call it's lack of jobs. In certain places, you have to move and uproot your whole family to even make a decent wage or living. Let's give them a hand, okay? It's not that they're asking or anybody beg, but the teacher saw some things and she listens to our show. Hey, Miss Calderon, and she listens to our show, and she said, "Mr. McMahon, uh, can you help us out in our classroom and give us some toys?" I said, "That really okay?" I said, "Let me get on top of it," and I'm grateful for the responses that I have received from our wonderful audience on YouTube and on WKRA. I'm going to mention each and every one of you um, and let you know what you have done. The McMahon Morning Show is getting ready to do some wonderful things. I hope and pray probably our special guest will join us at some point in time. We have a whole channel, and my channel is open, especially to someone that will give us something that we need. Once again, we're back with our guest, the wonderful DJ Kitty Cat. She's here, and she's going to talk about and continue to talk about her wonderful business that she has. And then our panel is going to get in on the conversation. I got one question, DJ Kitty Cat. I got one question that I want to ask you.
Sure.
Our plugs, um, the minority owned business directory. I heard, and I know you might have heard back in the day, they used to have and it's a movie that's out about this. It's called, I don't, if I'm mistaken, y'all help me out. Green Book. It's about the Green Book travel. At one time, black people couldn't go certain places. We couldn't eat at certain places. We couldn't stay at certain places. People just would outright not serve us. Not that we didn't have money or didn't have the resources. Sometimes people was nasty. Why would I give my money to somebody that turned their nose up at me and look at me, but you'll take my money? Or I got people that I'm looking for something, and I want to deal with my community. And the purpose of me bringing DJ Kitty here is we need to start dealing with our own people. I see other nationalities doing it, Mexican, Asian, so forth and so on. And we're the biggest consumer. So DJ Kitty, my question to you is this. Uh, the concept that you have and what you're putting forth in your directory, is it something similar to assist and to help? First, to assist us to get what we need, but then also to give an opportunity for businesses to get their names out there.
Absolutely. That is exactly what it is. I actually listened. I've read the Green Book. I read it years ago, but then I listened to it here recently over again, just as a refresher, because our ancestors are still talking through us. You know, this is nothing new for us. It's just it goes from generation to generation. I say that to say this: advertising is expensive, and not only is it expensive, you've got to take out your time, the time. You don't have the market research. It's a lot that goes into advertising. But when you're in the directory and it's one location, and we advertise all across social media, on the radio. I've got a magazine spot coming up within the next
Wow.
couple of weeks.
Okay.
A couple of podcasts have called and asked that I join as well. We
Wait, whoa. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Now you just said so y'all stop calling DJ Kitty and asking her to come and join y'all and stuff like that. Y'all can't get the jump on me. I've already put my bid in, and I hope that before the end of the broadcast, maybe I don't know. Have we treated you well, Miss Kitty? Have we treated you well?
absolutely,
We ain't did nothing wrong. Ain't nobody did nothing to you, run your way or nothing like that, right?
absolutely not.
So
Absolutely.
those of y'all that hear my voice, do look, don't have me. Look, I'm from Chicago. I ain't scared of nobody. So y'all leave her alone. And go ahead, DJ Kitty, and continue. Made me nervous there for a minute. I thought I had dropped my coffee or something. But
No,
continue,
not
ma'am.
the
Continue.
coffee now because it's hot. But I say that to say this: when we're going in these different avenues and we're advertising collectively. So you as a business owner, you don't have to foot the bill of $1,200, $1,500 to advertise with that station or advertise with that. You don't have to do that. You of course you can. I would strongly suggest it, but
Mm-hmm.
collectively as a group, in having your business in our plugs, or having your organization or your nonprofit in our plugs, you're going to reach more people because we are actually footing the bill for that advertising, your dues. And it's really, really reasonable for the
Yes.
cost of, I think Popeye's chicken to feed your family is more than what we're charging for a premium membership. You know,
Well,
Popeye, I fed my family, it was $50
oh
a
Lord.
couple months ago. I said, my goodness. And our
Y'all,
membership is,
y'all eat, y'all eat good. I need to come to your. I need to come to
well,
your
it
house.
was a group of us, because trust
Oh,
me,
okay.
after that I had to look at Popeye sideways, because we're for what? Some chicken and some beans and
Uh-oh.
rice. But
Mm.
I say that to say this: when we are united, we can do so much more than we doing it alone. You know, you hit the nail on the head. Other communities, do you guys realize that? And you please fact check me, but when we go to work and we make our paychecks, the average amount of time that the Black and African American community holds on to their dollar within their community is 6 hours. 6 hours, and we give it back out to someone who's not in our community, to someone who doesn't care if our kids go to school hungry or they don't want to give them free lunch or free breakfast. It's food. How can you not want to feed the babies? But we get that paycheck and we immediately send it back out. Other nationalities, the Hispanic nationality, um, the Jewish population, they hold on to their dollars within their community for weeks. It is time for us to stop allowing us to think like them and for us to think about us. Put our dollars back into the community, our communities. Why give money to people who don't want us to shop with them? They don't want, y'all know. I don't even have to say it. Y'all know. Y'all know the
That's
looks you
true.
get when you walk into a store. And
Mm.
your money is just as green as everyone else's. However,
It's true.
they want your money. They don't want you there, though. They prefer for you to buy online. Well, we
Mm.
don't have to do, I feel like this. If my money isn't good enough, neither am I.
That's right.
So I refuse to give you my money. I refuse to step into anywhere. Oh, I like Walmart, or we don't care. They don't like you. They don't like us. They
Yeah,
show us.
especially yeah, especially with that new directive that Walmart has about inclusion and what do they call it?
DEI.
DEI.
Yep.
And they say we ain't doing no more affirmative action. We're not giving you. We're not doing anything for minority. I find it real strange, DJ Kitty, that we support everybody but ourselves,
But
and it
ourselves.
drives me nuts. We used, and as a people, DJ Kitty, we used to have car dealerships. We used to have doctors, lawyers, accountants, cleaner, everything. We had our own Black Wall Streets in our own communities because people refused to serve us, or if they served us, they gave us like it's a privilege to come in here. I'm from Chicago. You go to Marshall Fields, that back in the day, y'all that don't know nothing about Marshall Fields and Carson's, these were the top stores. Macy had nothing on these people. You walk in there, they got the store detectives and everybody looking around, and everything trying to figure it out. But it's just disgusting. But discuss a little bit more about what you were saying, DJ Kitty.
What I'm saying is that's exactly it. Why do we continue to beg people to take our money? I'm not begging you to take my money. I'm not bending over backwards for you to laugh in my face and treat me worse than a dog, and I'm paying you to do so. Instead, I would rather spend my money within my community, with my people, help each other to grow. What we're really focused on right now is getting our businesses set up in our plugs, getting those workshops together. Customer service is key. So instead of us saying, oh, well, you can't, you got 3 bad reviews, we're going to kick you out. No, there's training courses. If you're willing to learn, we've got people out here willing to teach. We have got to get away from this thought process that buying Black and supporting Black businesses is subpar. No, it's actually excellence. In order for us to, you already know, we know we've always had to be better, be smarter, work 10 times harder. We've always had that nothing has ever changed. So what makes us think that when we provide a service, it's not going to be great because it's coming from a Black person. Come on, y'all. It's time for us to get away from their narrative and create our own. We have this. There's nothing stopping us from doing what we need to do except
Right.
ourselves.
Yes. And let me explain to our audience. It's not about black and white. It's about being discriminated against, not treated as equals in this country. We've never been, as a people, we've never been treated equally. The playing field uh, has never been equal, that where we can, even in the marketplace, in the job market and so forth, we have to fight harder. Like you said, we have to do double. We have to go over and beyond the average. We have to be so far above average just to get in entry level positions. God help us if we get in executive positions, the things that people had to go through. And I wanted to let our audience know that, listen, when we talk about the black community, we're talking about the people that have been neglected and mistreated. We are the first ones they go at. If I'm lying, just you can say what you want to say, but I've experienced it. We've all experienced it. And here we are. What do? Do we continue to get the same service that we get from people? Do we still get the same reaction and the same treatment that we get from merchants? Why do I have to bring my money to a place or to people that don't welcome it? And you want it, but you don't want, they probably wipe it off or throw it in the washing machine because they feel like something's going to get on. I'm just talking about evil people that do these things. And there are some people that look like me that are terrible business owners. Your shops aren't together. I don't want to go in some businesses, especially to eat, because if I look and see something in the corner, I'm just like that because I'm very nervous about people cooking for me because it goes in you, and what goes in you, it'll come out eventually. But I don't want nothing to happen, and I'm just simply saying I had to say that because some people get it confused. If the playing field was even, DJ Kitty, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. We'd be just in the marketplace. Everybody that wants a business and has a business will thrive. There's enough room for everybody. But the black dollar has been isolated to Walmart, to certain places, when I know that if I look at your directory, I'll see somebody that'll give me better customer service. I don't mind going the extra mile. And I want to help people that are thriving and that want to do something. Is that what your um, directory would help us to do, to identify those businesses that'll be friendly enough to receive our money? I ain't mean to say my money, but our money.
Absolutely, Mr. Mack. Absolutely. You have to think of it like this. You know, we can easily continue the same cycle and giving and shelling out our money to the same. You keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. We can continue going down that path, or we can pull back and say, you know what? Let me support us. Let us support us. We don't have to stay the status quo. I see a comment that says, we don't have a choice. We do have a choice. Of course, still work your job. I still have to go to my black job when I'm done here. I have a black job, like my, I still have to go to my job. I still have to pay my water bill,
Wow,
my
that's
light bill.
right. That's right.
Absolutely. But what I don't have to do is take my money and go take it to Kroger's, who gave to the
Hmm.
GOP. I don't have to
Don't say
walk.
no. Wait. Don't say their name because they ain't
I'm
paid us
sorry.
nothing. So we
I'm
ain't
sorry.
trying to
I'm sorry.
do all
I don't have to walk into specific
that.
uh, grocery stores and specific companies and support them while they
Hmm.
don't support us. If
Right.
you're not supporting us, why should we support you?
Right.
Why are we continuing the cycle where I'm giving you the money to not support me? I'm giving you the money to not give back to my community. I'm giving you the money to not help feed children.
That's
Why
right.
would we do that? Why put ourselves in a position to always be under their thumb when we don't
Right.
have to?
That's right. My
It's
guess
enough of
is Oh, okay. Well, you're right. Listen, we're going to take a quick break. DJ Kitty, you stick around. Don't go nowhere. Listen, this is WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. Yes, it is the Mac Man Morning Show. I'm James Mack, your host. We're going to bring our panel in with DJ Kitty. I'm sure you're gonna fit in real well. We're going to go to our quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to the Mac Man Morning Show. And we're back on 92.7 FM. This is WKRA, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Yes, that's where we are, Holly Springs. Y'all need to come to Holly Springs and visit. We got Rush College down there, got some of the best food and best everything, entertainment and everything. You want to go down there and say howdy do to the people that are there. I don't believe I just said howdy do. I did say it. I said howdy do. Listen, I want to say good morning to each and every one of you, and Tate in Panola County, Quitman County. Hey, to the Rock. That's my buddy Marshall Fox down there. That's Captain and Chief, uh, Assistant Chief of Police down there in the town of Crowder. He's the Captain and Chief Investigator in Lambert, Mississippi. Hey, man, I got you a shout out. So you don't you pull me over when I come to see my mama. Don't you pull me over. Talking about I was speeding through the town and everything. I had to throw that out there. I'd like to say thank you to each and every one of you that has supported and is going to support this morning our toy drive. Let me say this now. Next year, Miss DJ Kitty, are you there with me? I want you to get with me right quick. Are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
Okay, I'm going to say this. This will be the last time that I beg anybody for anything. I want to be self-sufficient in our media company, and also here with WKRA. I want us to be self-sufficient enough and get ourselves in a position where if we want to do something, we can do something. Say, well, the Mac Man Morning Show is going to get at whole school toys, and we ain't gonna bat an eye. We ain't lose anything. That's the position that I want to get in. I want to be in the position where I'm not trying to hurt the businesses and the companies that are trying to get around, but they need some advertising. Look, you're right here at the Magman Morning Show, WKRA, which is everywhere. All you have to do is go to the Magman Morning Show page, or you can download the 92.7 WKRA app, and you just go to your search engine, put in 92.7 WKRA. It's going to pop up. Lock it in. You can hear us. Listen, we got to support each other. And this is just a toy drive. Shoot, I want to throw a whole picnic or something and give them a whole after the end of the year or something. Do something for them. If we reach out and do what we're supposed to do, block by block, go to your neighbor. Then that neighbor's going to go to the other neighbor. Then y'all get across the street and get them, and go on down or go around and make sure that we support each other. And that's all that I want to do here. That's my mission. My goal is to give you information, inspiration, and to do something over and beyond. And Miss Kitty, that's what I mean, DJ Kitty, that's what I want to do.
I,
And come on with me. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
I'm saying I don't blame you. That's exactly what we have to do. You know,
Yeah, because we begging. Yeah.
we're it's not begging. A closed mouth don't get fed. That's what my daddy always said. A closed mouth
Your
don't get.
daddy's smart. That's
Yes,
right.
he
Go
was a
ahead.
smart man. He grew up in Mississippi. He's from Greenville,
Oh,
Mississippi.
wow. Hey, Greenville. Listen, I got folks down there in LaFleur County. They're my folks. Y'all, you get some good party down there in LaFleur County. Don't y'all tell nobody I've been down there boogie wooging before. I've been down there. I like to say hey to Mr. Samuel Green down there in Greenwood. Hey, man, how you doing? Listen, our panel. I'm going to bring in our panel. I got Brother Lee, and I said what I said. Our chief correspondent and our lead contributor, chief contributor, Brother Lee is here. I'm going to bring them in, and I'll come back in a little bit. I'm here, but I want them to. If they got any questions, they want to bring something out. If they want to ask you something, they can. You all go ahead. I said what I said. Our chief correspondent, go ahead, man.
Well, good morning, DJ Kitty. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Good morning. I said what I said. I love that name.
Thanks. What I wanted to ask you is, you said you're trying to bring everybody together in this one entity, right?
Direct
In your business, right?
in the
Are
direct.
you are you re, how, what is your vetting system to ensure that you're getting good quality goods whenever they're, connecting with you, because I know you don't want your name connected to someone that's not really following through
Yes,
uh,
ma'am.
the way that they need to follow through. And
Yes.
also, like, are you making them send you samples? And I know right now you maybe can, kind of, watch them, and well, not so much watch them, but just you can kind of have your hands on right now to ensure that they're serving the customers the way that you need them to. Although you're not their boss, but if they're going to join your company, they're going to be representing you, as a point of contact per se. So, what is your vetting system as far as the people that's connecting with your company?
Yes, ma'am. That is a great question. So we do have a vetting process. So once you create an account, I actually do a soft check to make sure, number one, that you are not affiliated with the man that we choose not to speak about. No affiliation. I don't really care what you're selling. I don't want you associated with anything that I've got going on. That's my personal preference, and that's how it's just going to be. So we do a soft vetting. So it's checking your social medias, actually looking to see if you are a reputable company. I need to see that you actually have a website. You actually have um, a you have your Google Analytics. You've built that foundation. If you're a new business, no, let's be
Mhm.
clear, you're a new business, you're coming in under a general membership, and you're going to hopefully take the classes so that we can see that you're growing, and you'll learn how to develop those relationships and actually be a outstanding person. But you're right. I don't want to be associated with companies or businesses that aren't up to, up to par. They are, scammer. We don't want to deal with that. We're not going to deal with that. We also have a review process. So anytime anyone purchases anything, we encourage them to leave a review, because any
Mhm.
bad reviews, I won't know unless you've left a review. My email address is everywhere. I check my emails all day long. I need people to give me that feedback. If you're getting bad service, a faulty product, something, you have a dispute, it's up to me, being the CEO, to make sure that those disputes are resolved within a timely time frame. I'd say no more than 24, 48 hours. We need to get some resolution. If that means a refund these people back their money. Whatever the case may be, it's up to us to navigate through that. I say this all the time. I don't have all the answers, so I brought on a team, and I have a team of, right now it's 9 individuals, and I'm looking for interns. Um, People that are still in high school, or fresh starting in college, who need those college hours, or need to give back to the community for their college applications. We need those interns not only to assist us, but so that they can learn the business. Because, as I was saying, I'm not going to be here forever, but we need to pass this on. The whole point of having a directory is so that people can locate us, but not only that, it's for something. It gives our next generation hope into saying, okay, let me be a part of this, so I can make sure that I have all the tools at my disposal that I can use if I want to start a business, if I want to join an organization, if I want to get college credits. I have a young man who joined. He works, I'm not going to say where he works, but he's an outstanding brother. And he's going to start a mentorship program for our young Black men. Um, he's going to bring on other men that can assist in teaching our youth that you don't have to be on that street corner doing any of that. You don't have to say what they think. You don't have to be what they think you are. You can do whatever it is that you want, but we have to give them something to see in order to believe. If they see us just saying, oh yeah, you can do whatever you want, but they still see us participating in the society who doesn't want us in any faction other than our money, then how can we actually expect our youth to move forward. How will they move forward? They don't see us moving forward. They see us going with the status quo. They see us just accepting versus fighting back and saying, let's unify. Let's give back. Let's do what they say we can't do. They can say what they want. It doesn't bother me. They talked about Jesus. I don't care. They can say what they want about me. Spell my name right. At the end of the day, it's up to us to look at those companies and say, hey, you know what? You've got 3 bad reviews. What's going on with you? You know, is there something that you need that we can help you with? Do you need to pause your membership? Because I can't, as a collective whole, we can't have a disruption. That's how I and my team will deal with the, vetting our members. I hope I answered your question. I said what I said.
You did. You did answer the question, and I'm gonna let Lee ask his question too. But I just wanted to make a comment about that. And you're absolutely right. I used to do customer service, and the most frustrating thing for a customer is that you call a company, you tell them your problem, your issue, and they give you a generic answer and never handle the situation. So
Mhm.
if you have some type of mechanism where a customer can get some type of results, then I feel like that you will be more successful because the back end of customer service is real important. As it's just as important as the front end of it, or if you're trying to sell your product. And so since you say you have that type of mechanism and you have those type of steps for people to be able to do per se customer complaints, that's going to be the most important thing for your business because no one wants to spend their money that's not satisfied with the product and get no results. That's the quickest way you can, lose a customer. And a lot and I know, with customer service, the saying is the customer is always right. And in most instances you want to try to oblige them and make them feel like they right, whether they're right or wrong. And sometimes you do have to eat cost and you have to do what you have to do to keep your customer. So I appreciate that you have that mechanism in your system. And I feel like you'll go a long way, with doing that. And Lee, I'll let you go ahead and ask your question because I don't want to take up
Well,
all the time.
okay. Before no, you're not. Before Lee comes, I wanted to address something in the chat. Let me say this. Um, Paula says, I'm gonna put it up. I like y'all talking. That means you're listening to what we're saying. She says, so she's just canceled you for being a black Republican. So
Mm.
she just canceled out 54% of your. Let me say something. I'm gonna say this real quick. DJ Kitty, just stand by for 1 second.
Mhm.
This is not a racial thing. This is not a black white thing. I'm going to repeat this one more time for all of our listeners that are listening. Listen, what do you want us to do? That's why we're frustrated. I'm frustrated with the Democratic Party. They played us for chump and cheap. Okay, and I don't even know if there is a Republican Party. I'm not even going to mention it. But what I'm saying today is we better get our acts together, get our houses in order, get our business straight. That's why DJ Kitty is here. And I hope and listen, DJ Kitty, if you want a segment, I got a whole channel. We'll give you a whole show. If you don't like it, don't turn it on. I'm just telling the truth, shame the devil. I'm tired of people marginalizing us and dehumanizing the community that I come from after all of the dirt, the grime, the suffering, the slavery, the free labor that my ancestors gave you. And you sit there and you insult us by saying, oh, you shouldn't say that. 54%, you're not a statistician to tell us what our community needs. If you're going to help, get registered on DJ Kitty's um, on her directory and say, I'm a Republican or whatever you want to call yourself, and I'm going to treat people fair. Treat us fair. I ain't begging you. I'm not begging you to. I'm going to get my respect. James Brown says something. I don't want nobody giving me nothing. Open up the door, and you ain't even got to open up the door. If it cracked, I'm gonna get in it, and I'm gonna move forward. Forgive me for all of that, brother Lee. You're on the air. Go ahead, brother.
Thank you for these few minutes that I have. You sucked all the air out the room.
We're gonna no, we're gonna extend our show. It's going to be extended. We're gonna go a
I'm
little
just
bit past our time. We're gonna go all the way to YouTube. But if WKRA wants to stick with us, we would graciously appreciate just a little more time. Go ahead, Brother Lee.
I'm just saying, my brother, it's okay. Time well spent. I just wanted to ask the sister, and I'm glad she came on. I'm happy to see a lot of us come on and be able to put our businesses out there. And the thing I want to ask her, it's your business is similar to Angie's Place, am I correct?
Yes. Well, to a certain extent,
Similar. I didn't
it
say what
is.
it exactly. It's similar.
Yes, because
Um,
you can bid on it. You have a variety. So say if you need a plumber, you can put in plumber. You can put in your zip code, and all those who are plumbers will pop up, and you choose one. And you can also put a bid in, or I'm sorry, businesses can put a bid in. So it is similar, but then it's
but
different.
but the reason why it's different is because it deals with Africans, right?
No, that's not the reason why it's different.
Why is it different?
The reason why it's different is because we are also pulling in nonprofits and organizations and associations, because it's not just about coming in and finding someone so you can shop. It's also about finding an association to belong with. Say you want to find other like-minded doctors, or people who grow plants, or different associations. So it's building a community within the directory. So yes, we have our businesses that you can patronize, but we also have our associations that you can both join and be a part of. It's a way to not just take money. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, oh, we want you to come into our plugs so you can put your business out there so businesses can make money. Of course. However, we also want to offer you more than that, because in a community, it's more than just buying goods. It's also making sure that your neighbor has their lights on. It's also making sure that when there is a need for a toy drive, that we get it out to our members, and not only our members but our business owners and everyone that's there, so they can participate. It's not just about buying goods and selling.
No. Excuse me. Hello?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Well, no, if you go ahead and finish. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, that's okay. But what I was saying is, it's not just about buying goods and selling goods. It's also about building our communities back. I think that, like Miss Paula, I understand your concern, and I'm not trying to marginalize anyone. If you want to be a part of our plugs, you're more than welcome. I never said that any political party couldn't be a part of it. What I said is, I need people to treat people better. And that's what we're about. We're about building a community that's going to treat us like family versus expecting the worst. And I know that you may have your reserve, and as you should be cautious and reserved about everything. But just like you give every other non African American association and company a chance to grow, give us a chance as well. That's all we've ever asked for, is a chance, an opportunity. We're not begging anybody. If you choose to come, that's great. If you choose not to, God bless you. Mr. I'm sorry, sir. What was your next question?
Uh, okay. The next question is, you said you just don't do Africans, you do other communities too, so you're not exclusively for Black community. Is that not
Absolutely
correct?
not. It is a Black and minority community focus.
Okay,
Yes, it's
okay,
Black and minorities. I'm
okay.
not
Black and
excluding
minorities.
anyone.
Okay,
Yes, sir. It's Black and minorities.
and you said that the black dollar leaves the community in 6 hours.
Yes, sir.
You
On
didn't you didn't
average,
say
about
you
six
said
hours.
it didn't leave. You said we spend it in 6 hours. You didn't say it leaves. You said your exact
It,
words.
it,
We spend it in 6 hours.
no, well,
Well, that's what you said.
I'm gonna say, well, maybe I misspoke. I'm gonna say it leaves our community within 6 hours.
Because you said that it leaves. We spend it in 6 hours. I just wanted you to clarify that. Um, the thing is that I didn't mention that we sell goods. So you focused on goods. I focused on business,
Mhm.
minority business and black business. You said that I kind of implied that I focus on goods, but
Mhm.
you focus on businesses, small businesses, large businesses, minority businesses, mostly black. That means black and brown people in various communities. But don't you understand that if we focus on other communities other than ourselves, those Arab communities, they don't live in our community. They support their own community. They take their dollars to their community and then they spend it. And it stays in that community for quite some time before it leaves that community. So if we actually said, well, this is your business, you can do whatever you want with it. But if we're supporting other communities that are not supporting us when they advertise with you, well, how is it helping black communities?
Because we're still advertising within the black community. And I understand your reserve, and I have the same reserve. And I'm going to tell you why I had to. I'm going to be completely transparent. I had to label it black and minority. Do you remember, I think it was 2018 or 2019, I don't quote me on the date, but there was uh, an establishment. It was a group that were giving grants to black women owned businesses, and they were sued and they won. They were sued. They didn't win. The man that sued them, because they were giving funds to only black women business owners, they lost that case. And after consideration and speaking with several people within my team and my organization, we've decided to label it black and minority owned.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Well, I'm not familiar with that case, but if that it's that federally funded or governmentally funded grants that they were giving out to just exclusively to a certain minority, then yes, they can be sued. If it's private company giving out funds, like you were to give money to Joe down the street, no one can, and you only gave it to Joe, and Joe happened to be a certain color, it's fine. It's not against the law for a privately owned company to give money to exclusively uh, without taking any government funds. I'm not familiar with the lawsuit that you were talking about, but if you are a privately owned company, you're not getting any kind of government funds, are you?
I am private owned, and it wasn't a they weren't federal. This was a
And were they getting any money from any kind
no,
of government?
no.
And so they was
They were
actually sued
they were
because
sued
they were a
for
privately
dis-
owned company
they
being
were
sued
they were sued for discrimination. Yes.
because uh okay, you saying that they were sued, they were a privately owned company, and
Hmm.
they were sued because they targeted a certain community and gave that money to them.
Yes. And
Us-
they were sued for discrimination. I can send you. I don't have it with me, but I can send it to you most definitely. But they were sued and they lost that case. And they
mhm.
are they were a private business as well. You can
They
still
might
be sued for
are
discrimination.
you yeah, I'm understanding it, but I'm saying I don't know, I'm not familiar with the case. Uh, I, I can't comment any further on that case because I'm not familiar with it. But I was just saying that if when you do that, when you do give access to, and then like you said, you don't want to break any laws or anything, but when you give access to other communities that take their money out of the community, it kind of defeats the purpose. Um, I just saying it defeats the purpose.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Well, let me
I,
say this
So
right quick, folks, if I can, because we ran over our time. WKRA has given us an extension of about a couple of minutes. You're listening to WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. This is the Magman Morning Show. I am James Mack. Welcome to all of our listeners, our viewers, even those that are in the chat that are here. Stick with us. We got to keep you. Miss Kitty, do you have a little more time that you can give to us? Because I want you to make sure that you can um, articulate the things that you would like to. So can you stick around for a couple of more minutes?
I can. Yes, I
Okay,
can.
I want to say this real quick, and I will step in and say this. I deal with facts, and Paula, although you're a wonderful person here, your facts about your comment that you have made, I put it up on the screen, let you see. The black community is not 67% of this country. I don't know where you got that from, because if that's the case, boy, we wouldn't even be talking, because they probably trying to run us out of here. I'm saying this. I'm going to say this, lay this down. If things were equal in a perfect world, which we don't live in, if things were so that we didn't have associations and minority set asides or even have to have any of those things, we would not have to have the NAACP and this person and Black Lives Matter and this and that and the other. If we weren't abused, kicked around, done, we were done. We're next to the American Indian and the people that were here before they said Columbus or anybody else came here. It was them. They were treated horribly, stole their land, ripped them off. Is that the American way? Here we are with the person that's getting ready to take office. Okay, we know where he stands. Now, I don't know anything, and I'll say it again, there is no Republican Party as far as I'm concerned, because anytime you're hurting the people in this country, they can't make it. We can't get the resources that we need. We got to walk on eggshells when we talk about our community. The Arabs do not talk, they don't walk on eggshells. White people do not walk on eggshells, and other communities don't walk on eggshells. But when it comes down to the black community, we got to be politically correct. Why do we have to be politically correct? We're not begging you for anything. This is unifying our community. If we get on one accord, folks, we can do this. We've been doing it since the beginning when they brought us here. They brought us here as slaves. They wanted to keep it this way. Somebody decided to give us some rights. Well, we citizens, we born, we here, we human beings. My color just may be a little good looking. I thank you. I ain't got to go to the tanning booth and burn myself up or anything and do all those things. God just gave me, he gave me, they put sunblock in my skin already. So you mad because I'm who I am. I can't help it. God made me who I am. But as long as I got my money in my hand, and I come to your business, black, white, whatever the case may be, and you're not doing, or you're not, I can't get the service that I'm getting. Well, you can't get mad at me because I'm sticking with my own kind. Okay. And I'm not a racist. I'm not saying that. And I shouldn't have to say that. I'm not a racist. Okay, not in this day and time. We got people that do have racist tendencies and getting ready to do some things, folks. That's why we got DJ Kitty here in the first place, is because we got to have a plan of action, whether we're in business, whatever we're doing, we better get ourselves together and pay attention to what's getting ready to come out here. 16 million people didn't even vote that look like me. You ain't got nothing to say, nothing, because you sat at home. You encourage folks to stay at home. So I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people that are saying, what are we going to do? They destroyed Black Wall Street in Oklahoma. They destroyed it, burned it to the ground. Why? Self-sufficient community, because we couldn't get no services. We couldn't drink in the water fountains together. We couldn't go to the toilet. God knows we couldn't get on a bus or anything. If we had to go to the back, why did we have to go to the back? No, it's time to step up and come to the front. And if people don't like it, I'm sorry, we better get ourselves together as a community, as a people, because nobody else will. You're listening to WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. This is the Mack Man Morning Show. My wonderful guest, who hopefully won't be a guest for long, if so, because what she has to say and what she has to offer is something that needs to be said and offered to our community in order for us to at least get our buying power and at least get the notion that we have businesses, folks. We need customers. Now, I'm not going to chase you away because you're white, but you're not going to treat me any kind of way. No, I'm not going to reject your dollar. I'm going to give you good customer service. I'm going to make sure that if there are any problems that need to be solved, Miss DJ Kitty has a wonderful system of vetting. She has a right to vet anybody. I'll vet anybody. There's some folks look like me I don't want to do business with because they shady and everything. At least we have a mechanism in place with our plug. LLC, to at least give us a guide to doing the things that we do, to give us a guide to helping the businesses that are out, to give us a guide to let people know where you are. And I had to say that because sometimes people get it twisted, DJ Kitty, and that's why we need you. These voices need to be heard. We need you and people like you to come and to set the record straight. Listen, we're not trying to take your business away. We're not trying to destroy you, but we are trying to get our business together, and we are trying to do something collectively to come together as a people. It's a survival time now, folks. We don't know what's coming on the 20th of January. I don't know what that man gonna do, and I care less. But as long as we got people like ourselves, we got WKRA, we have people and outlets that we can continue to reach out to give us the information and the inspiration that we need. We need more information, but we're going to have to. Yes, you can speak. I said what I said. We got an extension. Give me a chance to finish my sentence and my statement. I'm going to do that. Go ahead. I said what I said. Stand by, Miss Kitty. They got another question for you. Go ahead.
No, I don't have a question. I got a statement I need to make. We had a court case to go to the Supreme Court because this baker, I believe it was in Colorado, and don't quote me on that, but I think it was in Colorado where they didn't want to serve their cakes to the LGBT community. And the Supreme Court said that they didn't have to. And when you have your own business, you can service whatever customer you want to service. You go right down the street and go to any store in your neighborhood. And if them people say they don't want you in their store, guess what? You got to get out or you're going to get the cops called on you for trespassing. So, DJ Kitty, you run your company however you want to run it. You bring on board whoever you want to bring on board because that is your right to do that because we are supposed to be America. And point number 2, I don't see nothing wrong with using anybody you got to use because they use us to come up to the top. So whoever you want to use to come to the top and then drop them whenever you want to drop them, you do whatever you got to do to get your business on the forefront. And we can't worry about where they taking their dollars and what community did they spending them in and, and what they do with their money. That's not none of our business because your business is to bring your company up to the forefront because guess what? They use us to come up and come to the top. So I suggest you do the same thing. Use whoever you got to use, bring whoever you need to bring in and do whatever you got to do to make your business on top because if you can't beat them, then you have to join them. And that's all I had to say.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I said
Well,
what I said.
I could guess say something really quickly. Sister said didn't get the point, and what I was trying to say. I was saying that when you have access to a people just like the Arabs has access to us in our community, they take their dollars that they get from us out of our community, and that's what I was trying to say. And I think it was grossly misunderstood. That's what I have to say.
No, I actually understood what you're saying, and I welcome this type of feedback because it gives my team is actually listening, so it gives us avenues that we need to explore. There's no criticism that's unless you're insulting, there's no criticism that we can't take. Actually, we need that type of feedback. However, I want it the way that it is. And I respect everybody. Miss Paula, you're in there and you can go, honey, go off. Have your say. At the end
You
of the
sure
day, I'm
can.
going to
You sure
continue.
can. These three.
Yes, be free.
Go ahead.
I'm going to continue. I'm going to get up and I'm going to continue on making sure that our plugs, ourplugs.com, is available for anyone who wants to put their business in our directory that is Black or a minority. And if you choose not to patronize, honey, God bless you. Have a day. I can't, I don't deal with adversity. I don't have time. We don't have time. We don't have time to go back and forth and do that, you know, dance that we tend to do. Oh, should we, shouldn't we? No, we've done this dance for 400 years. We've given this country 400 years to show us that they don't care. So it's up to us to say, we don't care. I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying, Miss Paula. I don't care. What I'm here for is to tell anyone who has doubt and fear of what's coming that hold on, because we still have each other, and it's unity that we have. Regardless of whether or not you see it or not, we still have it because it's more of us than you and your doubts. And I don't care if you don't like it. There's nothing I can do. There's many of days that we didn't care. They didn't care about us. There's many of days that they treated us like dogs, worse than animals. And we have begged and cried and bled and pleaded for equality and to be left alone. Well, now I don't care any longer. I want my people to have a fighting chance. And the only way that I see that I can be productive in this country and this society is by giving other businesses and organizations and nonprofits and educators and our children and our future a possible the possibility of not
That's
having
right.
to buy into them and focus on us. And it's not everyone can get on the bus. And Harriet carried that thing for a reason. Not everyone is for us, but those who are for us, we have this. We don't have to worry about the naysayers. We live to fight another day. We live to bring another company on. We live to make sure that these kids are fed and clothed and happy. We live to help our community. And if you don't see that, God bless you. I hope that you get the help that you need, because today is a new day and tomorrow's
New
not
day.
promised.
You're listening to WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. This chat is lit. That somebody messaging me. I can't get to you right now because Miss DJ Kitty Cat is on the line, and I mean she's on the line, and she's telling it just like it is. And for those of you that are listening, I'm so glad that you're here because evidently it's something that you need to hear. And DJ Kitty Cat. I hope you say, come on, you're going to come on with us because we need you again. I cannot allow, I don't know what your schedule is like. We're going to get together with that, but we're going to have you back here again. I wish I can get you back here tomorrow morning. If you pray, let's pray to the Lord. Let her schedule be free that she can come. Would you come back if you had an opportunity to come back?
I absolutely will. I
You coming
absolutely.
back then? That's a done deal. Now, those of y'all that's all this old foolishness and carrying on like this. Listen, if it was equal, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. If people were treating us right, we wouldn't be having this conversation. It's not pro black. It's pro human being. I'm a human being. Okay. And what's coming? I don't know what's coming, but the storm clouds are there, folks. And if you fool around and sit around and not do something to get your act together, you're going to be left on the outside saying, I didn't know. I didn't know. We got DJ Kitty Cat here. Okay. Project 2025 is something that we got to go through, and maybe there's some things in there that DJ Kitty Cat can bring out. I'm asking you to have not an open mind, but just listen and see. We always afraid of the unknown. We're afraid to step out in business. Should I go into business or should I not? Or should I do this and should I not? How people gonna receive you? It makes no difference what you think about me, but it does make a difference what I think about you. You think about that for a second, and you know what you say don't bother me. I've been in journalism and broadcasting for over 30 some odd years. I've seen it. I had to go through the things as a black person just to take the garbage out and go get the mail. I was a mailroom boy. I was a gopher. I had to go get the anchor man his stuff and go get him his bottle and do the. I didn't have an opportunity to get on the air and to do what I do. There were very few people that look like me because people say that we ain't got honest faces. I'm telling you what they say in the newsrooms around America. But here on the Mac Man Morning Show, Mac Media 3 Productions, thank you, Yvonne. Mac Media 3 Productions, it's a new day. I like that, Miss DJ Kitty Cat. It's a new day, ain't it?
It is.
All
Today's a
right. I
new.
want to roll. I want to roll this one commercial. Can you stick around? We're going to leave in a couple of minutes, but I want to roll this right quick. You come back tomorrow. I don't care what nobody say. You come back. Please come back. And we're going to talk about this after the show, but I'm going to run this spot and I'm going to let our panel have their final say. And DJ Kitty Cat is going to have her final say of today because she coming back. Y'all got me messed up. I'm going to have her back. Listen, this is the Mac Man Morning Show, WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial, Holly Springs, Mississippi, transmitting all over the world and country. You can hear us, 92.7 WKRA on your search engine, and just lock us in. Mac Man Morning Show on YouTube goes around the world. I hope y'all like. All right, y'all know what time it is. Don't have me looking crazy. I ain't gonna look crazy. Y'all ain't gonna have me looking crazy. I want to thank all of our viewers and listeners that have participated. I got some phone calls out of Holly Springs. I got a couple of messages from some people. The best way, please email me at macmedia3 at gmail.com, and we're gonna work out those of you that got our system doesn't have that. We're gonna have DJ Kitty. You got a lot of work. I want to be one of your clients. You're gonna have to help me out a little bit and to get things situated here. Not that we don't, but we need to come even closer and deeper into the 21st century. So y'all watch out. The Mac Man is on the move. We about to do some things and bring things to the forefront that you may have never heard. It's a new day on the Mac Man Morning Show. I got Miss DJ Kitty Cat is here with us. I have our chief correspondent. I said what I said. I even got the lawyer of our I know he's gonna get me for saying this. I have our prosecutor and lawyer, our chief contributor, my brother. I love him dearly. Love you dearly, brother Lee. Brother Lee is here with us, and all of our audience members that are listening. I want you all to have your final questions and say, and we'll give DJ Kitty Cat the last word. And will you come back tomorrow? Well, please come back tomorrow.
Yes, I'm gonna come back tomorrow.
Get the promo together. I tell you, I'm gonna get the promo together. Dr. J, he's listening. He's in the bushes. Run this promo. We need to get a promo, a general promo for DJ Kitty Cat. She's here with us. We ain't letting nobody get her. We're gonna keep her. Brother Lee, sister, I said what I said. Why don't you all have your parting questions or any statements that you'd like to give? And we'll give DJ Kitty Cat the last word. Go ahead, folks.
Okay. Well, DJ Kitty Cat, I appreciate you coming to the show. And I want to thank you for coming to the show. And I just want to say this. Um, the world is full of people that's doubters that want to challenge you and don't believe in your vision. And as long as you believe in your vision and as long as you keep moving, then I feel like everything is going to be all right. Um, my comment was, black people built America just to be treated bad. And so, we got to do whatever we got to do to make it happen, to make us be in the forefront. And I am tired myself of us being left behind. So whatever you have to do, whatever you can bring together to make us come on top, then I'm all for it. And I wish you nothing but success. And I hope, that this can spread around and you can be just as big as Angie, Craigslist, and Yelp, because it looked like this is what this format is all in one company. And so if you can pull this off, hey, my hat go out to you, sister, and keep up the good job. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. I said what I said. I really appreciate that.
Well, I like to thank you for being on. Uh, I merely ask the questions now. I'm not either. I'm just trying to get some knowledge here.
I know.
Thing is that diamonds. I mean, uh, pressure makes diamonds, and if you ain't ready for the pressure, you shouldn't be doing the business. And I've started a few businesses of my own. I work with my brothers that's had businesses of their own, and we failed and we succeeded, and we never shied away from pressure. We are actually welcome problems because in every problem there's a solution and there's a profit in that problem. So that's all I'm saying. I mean, if people are afraid of me to ask questions, they shouldn't come on this show because that's what I do.
That's what you
You
do.
know,
Okay.
so if you feel a certain kind of way about me, well, then you talk to Mac Man, and maybe he can do something about it.
No,
That's all I have to say.
I think that people have to have an understanding that um, this is a real. We're with this is real. This is not YouTuber as far, and I ain't knocking content creators. This ain't all of that. This is actual information and inspiration to people. We bring you the news, the things that we feel, and that the MacMan Morning Show feels that our listeners need. Listen, you better prepare yourselves, folks. Prepare yourselves. Brother Lee is here, and he's gonna be here. That's what he do. If you can't, like you said, if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. Not that we putting pressure or we want trying to make anybody look bad. People are asking these questions and saying such and so, this and that. How many businesses have come along, folks, that have been fly by night, some crooks and some scammers? DJ Kitty Cat is not a scammer. She is not a like these folks out here just doing any and everything. We hurt ourselves swindling, and I found out what they say gaslight and all that. I hate that word, but I found out what it was. We ain't doing all that. We don't do that kind of foolishness here, and we're not going to do it. DJ Kitty Cat, you have the last word to our listeners and to WKRA. Thank you for extending us a couple of extra minutes. DJ Kitty Cat is coming back tomorrow, but we want her to have the opportunity to say hello to some folks or whatever she'd like to say. DJ, go ahead.
So first I want to say to Brother Lee, I appreciate, let's be clear. I appreciate those hard questions because without those hard questions, how will I be able to explain how great this company is and this opportunity is for all of us? I need those hard questions. I welcome those. So my team and I can figure out what it is that we need to do to make sure that we're prepared. So please, I take no offense. I welcome them and I will tell you thank you. Thank you for giving those hard questions. I want to thank you, Mr. Mack, my sister Yvonne. I said what I said for this opportunity. I will definitely we'll get together on our schedule and make my way back onto the show tomorrow.
Okay.
I implore everyone, if you would, go to ourplugs.com,
Yes. Yes.
ourplugs.com.
All right.
And
Listen, before you do that, I said what I said. You're on tonight, aren't you, on MacMan After Hours tonight? Can she hear me? I
Hold on,
said
my,
what I
my
said. Are
computer
you there?
messing up. Yeah, James. Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we wanted to plan. DJ Kitty Cat, I know you saying this man trying to take up. We have a show, a MacMan After Dark. I said what I said, and Brother Lee, they conducted. I said what I said is she's the lead host on it. And my after hours people, just somebody just said she coming on tonight with I said what I said. Uh, Melanie from Oak Brook, Illinois. Okay. Make your pitch. I said what I said. See if you can get you a guest tonight. I'm just saying. Now I ain't trying to throw you out there, but if you're available, we got our evening show. Which I don't know. I say what I say. What you say?
Yeah, I don't mind her coming on, James. She's welcome anytime.
Invite
You
her.
know, I'm all about black women and promoting black women. You know, I'm a woman's woman, and I love black women. I love it when black women are in business. So she's more than welcome if she's available. And if she's not available, I'll be back Saturday. DJ Kitty, my nights are Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. So any one of those days you want to come, just email James at macmedia3@gmail.com, and either James or Ivana let me know, and then we'll have you on the show.
okay, I will reach out after. I just have to look at my
Okay.
schedule. I have a meeting with my team this evening. Let me
Okay.
check with them and see if we can move it. But I would love the opportunity. You know, I'm not going to turn down any opportunities to get out here and let everybody know where we're at and what we're doing. So if
Right.
you'll have me, I will definitely make the proper arrangements to be there.
See, we trying to get rid
Sure,
of the
it's no problem with
competition. I
me at
ain't trying
all.
to have 'em. I ain't trying to have nobody calling her talking about, come on, we're gonna do this and then. No, we got to get you and hold on to you. And I'm saying that with all sincerity, folks. We need information. We need inspiration. We need to get the information first before we get some inspiration, because you ain't gonna get none unless you know what's going down. And I want to thank. Let me say this as we get ready to wind down. DJ Kitty Cat will be here tomorrow, and we're going to have her here and thank her for her time. I want to thank